Okay, make sure you do the right part here. Just putting in the right vocabulary word for each one. Probably you can Google it and get it in, but want to function number 9. The blank of a function is the set of all inputs. That's called a domain. The set of all x input, is x, right? And again, the set of all output, that's the range. Okay, and then get all the other ones in. I won't grade it for accuracy, but try your best. If it's obviously wrong, do it correctly. A history teacher asked 6 of her students the number of hours they studied for a recent test. The diagram shown maps the grades they receive on the test on the number of hours they've studied. Is the relation a function? If the relation is not a function, explain why not. Obviously, the relation is not a function. Not a function because the domain, the input, has more than, because one input, we can say that one input has more than one output. Use of paper, please. Okay, I'll tell you why I do it in here. Because I have no other way of getting paper onto this program. So if I do it on here, you need to do it on line paper. Put in number 1A. I do it on here because this program allows me to have no line paper. And to switch from here to line paper is impossible. Not a function. Okay, so I highly suggest you use line paper for all your homework. Not a function because one input has more than one output. Right, the set of ordered pairs represents the mapping. So, on line paper, put 1B and write all your ordered pairs. 85, 3. And then again, 85, 4. And etc., etc. Not enough room here. 71, 72. Not an output, not a function. What does the first value in each ordered pair in part B represent? First ordered pair. First value. first value represents their grade on the test. Create a scatter plot. So on line paper or on graph paper preferably, because these are all positive numbers only, I would make sure you do this on graph paper preferably. If you don't have any, you can do it on line paper. Okay, and you graph. You number these. You put the little squiggly line like this, saying there's numbers before it. Then you put before that 70. Then you go 80, 90, and 100. And then hours studied. And this is grade. And this is hour study. And it goes by 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then graph it. Just like they have here. They did 10 to 100. You don't have to do that. You can just put that little squiggly line and do the same thing. Graph it. Showing that there's numbers before. But you can do it this way. 0, 2, and get that dot. Notice vertical line test doesn't pass. Okay, and then the next page, number 2, the science teacher. The science teacher creates the set of domain, the set of ordered pairs, to represent 6 students' grade on midterm to the number of hours they have studied. Create the mapping for each set of ordered pair. Oh, look. The answer's there. Make sure that, notice how they label your mapping. Make sure you label it. Not a function, right? Explain why. You explain why. Why not? Because the input of 80 and 90 has 2 outputs. You only allow 1 output. Okay. List all the inputs in the relation. List all the output. Okay. The input, you would list them there. That's the 70, 80, 90, and 100, right? The output is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Instead of mapping grades to hours studied, the teacher decided to create a new diagram. The diagram maps hours studied to grades. Okay, then it would be a function. Okay, so hours studied to grade. So reverse it. It should look like this, right? And it's a function because number one, the input goes to one output, not to two. So even though this input goes to here, goes to one answer only, 4 goes to, even though it's the same answer, it only goes to 1. So it is a function. And then answer those. Let you do the rest. See if you know how to do it. You should be able to answer these questions. At the end of the year, principal decided to create the given map, input the 82 students in the history class, output the grades they received for the class. Does the map fit the definition of a function? Would it? Given mapping. Explain your reasoning. Is it a function or not? Use the vertical line test to see if it's a function or not. Explain your reasoning. Okay, I need to see if you know this or not. I'm not showing you the answer. No, do that one. Explain how you can tell an equation from it. Describe how you can tell from an equation whether a function is increasing, decreasing, or is a constant. Yeah. That's your own opinion on how you see if it's going. If an equation is y equals mx plus b. That's a linear equation. And I've given you parabolas and but explain based on linear parabolas and absolute value and quadratics, or parabolas, linear parabolas. Parabolas are also quadratics. Okay. Review. Discrete or continuous. Tell whether each graph is also tell whether each graph is increasing, decreasing, or this is decreasing, left to right. Write your name. It's decreasing. It is discrete. This is continuous. No dots. And it's increasing, decreasing. Both. Okay. Determine the slope and y-intercept. Oh, I want to see all this. Calculate the slope represented by each table. So you should know how to do these. Want to see the work. Okay, and that's it, I think. Yeah. Should have enough room on here for the review.